Archangel Michael says, there is a dangerous level of envy circling around you right now. It is unlike anything you've faced before, and it is growing stronger each passing day. This person's jealousy is not just silent thoughts, it's turning into actions that could shake the very ground you stand on. You might have felt it already: strange stares, conversations that stop when you walk in, and sudden shifts in how people treat you. This is not by accident, it's the result of one person who can't stand to see you rise. Their every waking moment is consumed by comparing themselves to you, and it's eating away at them like fire. You have blessings that they crave but cannot attain, no matter how hard they try. Instead of working for their own, they've made you their sole focus, determined to pull you down so they can feel taller. What they don't realize is that your foundation is far too strong to be shaken by their small-mindedness. Still, their jealousy is dangerous, because it's not only emotional, it's starting to move into calculated steps. They are whispering to others, bending stories, and planting seeds of doubt where your name should only bring respect. If you don't remain alert, they could spread lies that take root in the minds of people you trust. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This person hides behind a smile, pretending to be supportive while secretly hoping for your downfall. They watch every detail of your life, noting your victories and even your struggles, twisting each one into something they can use. The closer they are to you, the more access they have to your personal moments, which makes them feel powerful. They can't stand the fact that you still manage to shine no matter what storms you face. Your endurance is a constant reminder of what they lack within themselves. This only intensifies their frustration, making them look for opportunities to cause you discomfort. Their jealousy is not just about what you have, it's about who you are. You carry a light that no amount of pretending can replicate, and they know it. This realization fuels their bitterness, because deep down they understand they will never be able to match it. Archangel Michael says, your awareness is your shield. The moment you stop ignoring the signs and start protecting yourself, their plans will lose their power. You must move carefully now, guarding your words, your energy, and your trust. Type Amen to get blessing 559. They may try to involve others in their schemes, hoping to turn the crowd against you. This is a tactic born out of weakness, for they cannot face you directly. Instead, they rely on shadows, whispers, and half-truths to do the work for them. But the truth has a way of finding light, and when it does, it will burn through every falsehood they've sown. Their envy will eventually expose them, because jealousy is impossible to hide forever. People will start to notice their bitterness, and their mask will crack. Until that moment comes, you must not let your guard down. Protect your peace fiercely, and keep your blessings guarded until they are too strong to be undone. The less this person knows about your plans, the less ammunition they will have to use against you. Your victories will continue, but you must learn to celebrate them quietly. Sometimes silence is your best protection, especially when envy has sharp ears. This is the kind of battle won by wisdom, not by open confrontation. Type Amen to get blessing 844. They've studied your habits, your friends, even the places you go, all in an attempt to feel ahead of you. What they fail to see is that you are not playing the same game they are. While they focus on competing, you are focused on creating, and that difference is what makes you unstoppable. It's possible that they will try one last desperate move soon, something meant to publicly embarrass you. If that moment comes, you must not react in anger. Silence will speak louder than any defense you could give. They are waiting for you to make a mistake they can exploit. Your patience and calmness will frustrate them more than any counterattack ever could. The power you hold now lies in your ability to stay unshaken. Archangel Michael says, there is a shift coming where their jealousy will turn against them. The more they try to harm you, the more their own life will start to fall apart. That is the natural consequence of trying to destroy what is blessed. Type Amen to get blessing 992. They have already started showing cracks in their calm, even if they think no one notices. Their voice carries an edge when they speak of you, and their eyes harden when your name is mentioned. These small signs are the hints of a storm brewing inside them, one they can no longer fully control. What they don't understand is that every attempt to undermine you is only sharpening your focus. Instead of breaking you, their actions are pushing you toward becoming untouchable. You are learning exactly who to trust and who to keep at a distance, and that awareness is power. Their jealousy is like a shadow that tries to follow you everywhere, but shadows can't exist without light. And you, without even trying, are the light in this situation. No matter how dark they become, your presence will always be the thing that reveals them. They will soon realize that you are not alone in this battle. There are forces working for your protection, both seen and unseen, that will not allow harm to win. When they make their final move, it will be met with a wall they cannot break through. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Your silence and grace will become the very things that undo them. They are expecting you to respond with fear or anger, but you will do neither. Instead, you will carry on, and this will frustrate them into mistakes that expose their true intentions. Their energy is draining because they've made your life their obsession. They no longer focus on their own growth, they only focus on yours, and it's eating them alive. This constant comparison is destroying them from the inside out. They will try to recruit people who once respected you, but the truth will eventually speak louder than their lies. Those who know you will see through the stories, recognizing the desperation behind their words. And when that happens, they will be left standing alone with no one left to listen. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, your role now is to stand strong, protect your space, and let time work in your favor. Every day you choose not to react is a day closer to their downfall. The envy they carry is a weight they cannot bear forever. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They may attempt to dig into your past, hoping to find something they can twist. But they will find nothing they can truly use, because your truth is stronger than their manipulation. Even if they spread rumors, their words will lose power the moment the truth surfaces. This is why you must continue to rise, even in silence. Every achievement you make is another proof of their failure to stop you. And each time you win, their jealousy becomes more obvious to the world. They want you to believe that you are under attack, but the reality is, they are the ones surrounded by their own negativity. It will choke them, leaving them with nothing but regret for the energy they wasted on you. You, on the other hand, will walk forward, untouched and even stronger. The tables will turn faster than they expect, and when it happens, they will be unprepared. While they were watching you, they failed to protect their own world, and it will begin to crumble. This is the cost of their obsession. Type Amen to get blessing 442. They have already begun to feel the consequences of their own envy, though they won't admit it out loud. Doors are quietly closing for them, opportunities slipping away without explanation. This is not coincidence, it is the result of focusing too much on harming you instead of building themselves. Their life is starting to feel heavy because jealousy is a chain that only gets tighter. The more they think of you, the less energy they have for their own path. Soon, they will look around and realize they have nothing left but the bitterness they created. This is why you must not let their presence pull you into the same darkness. Protect your thoughts, protect your peace, and protect your plans. Some victories are best kept silent until they are too strong to be touched. Even now, they are trying to predict your next move. They hope to intercept your blessings, to place themselves in positions where they can block you. But their timing will always be wrong, because they cannot control what is divinely guided. Type Amen to get blessing 511. You may notice sudden invitations or conversations designed to make you reveal too much. This is their attempt to gain information they can twist. Be careful with what you share and with whom you share it. Their jealousy will not be satisfied until they feel you are struggling. They crave to see a crack in your confidence, a pause in your progress. But your strength will come from showing them that no matter what they do, you will not stop. They may try to act like your friend when they sense they're losing their influence. This false kindness is nothing but a trap to regain your trust. Once you recognize it, you'll know to keep your guard high. Archangel Michael says, their downfall will be self-inflicted. They will dig a hole for you, but it will be them who falls inside. This is the nature of envy, it turns back on the one who holds it. Type Amen to get blessing 724. Already, small signs of exposure are appearing. People they once manipulated are beginning to ask questions, sensing that something doesn't add up. Truth is like water, it will always find its way through the cracks. Their obsession with you has made them predictable. They watch you so closely that it's easy to see the moments they are plotting. Once you see it, they lose the advantage. They underestimate how much stronger you are now than when they first targeted you. Experience has sharpened your instincts, and your awareness has built an invisible shield around you. Every attempt they make is met with resistance they did not expect. Soon, they will be too exposed to continue their games. The very people they tried to turn against you will step away from them, unwilling to be part of the negativity. They will find themselves standing alone, and that is when the silence will be deafening. Type Amen to get blessing 865. Their mind is now restless, unable to find peace even in moments of quiet. The thought of you, your progress, and your resilience keeps replaying in their head like a haunting echo. They can't escape the reality that you are still standing, still moving forward, still winning. Every time they hear your name mentioned, they feel an invisible fire burn within them. It's not admiration, it's a deep frustration that they cannot be you, no matter how hard they try. This emotion has now crossed from mere jealousy into obsession. They've started keeping mental lists of your successes, storing every detail in the hopes of using it later. But what they don't realize is that you are evolving in ways they can't predict. By the time they prepare their next attack, you will have already moved beyond their reach. This is the danger for them: you are not standing still. Your blessings are multiplying quietly, out of sight, where their eyes can't follow. And when these blessings come into full view, it will be too late for them to interfere. Type Amen to get blessing 493. The envy they carry is becoming heavy enough to slow their own life down. Their personal goals are failing because their energy is trapped in thoughts of you. This weakness is invisible to them, but obvious to anyone who watches closely. Even people they once confided in are starting to distance themselves. They've grown tired of hearing the same complaints, the same bitterness over someone else's joy. It's exhausting to be near someone who lives only to compare and compete. They thought they could keep their envy a secret, hidden behind fake smiles and casual words. But their energy betrays them, their eyes speak what their mouth tries to hide. No mask can stay on forever when the heart is poisoned by jealousy. Archangel Michael says, this is the turning point where you must rise in silence. Let your results speak for you while your words remain few. Every success you achieve without their knowledge is a victory they cannot sabotage. Type Amen to get blessing 372. You will soon notice them trying to copy your style, your ideas, even your way of speaking. They believe imitation will bring them closer to your level, but it only exposes their lack of originality. No matter how closely they mirror you, they cannot replicate the soul that drives your success. They may even claim credit for your work, hoping others will believe it was their idea all along. But truth is a patient force, and it will arrive exactly when it's needed to clear your name. When that happens, their credibility will shatter completely. In their desperation, they might attempt one last reckless move, something bold enough to grab attention. This could be a public statement, a dramatic gesture, or a sudden confrontation. Whatever form it takes, you must remain calm and let their own actions destroy them. They are walking toward their own downfall without realizing it. Each step they take fueled by jealousy is another crack in the ground beneath them. When it finally breaks, they will have no one to blame but themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 781. They are already starting to lose their grip on the situation they thought they controlled. Their attempts to twist narratives are becoming sloppy, and small contradictions are exposing them. People who once believed their words are now beginning to question everything. This shift is happening because their jealousy has grown too loud to hide. Every conversation they have about you carries an edge of bitterness that others can feel. It's becoming clear to those around them that their focus on you is unnatural. They never imagined that their own actions would turn the spotlight on themselves. By trying to bring you down, they've made you a topic of attention and admiration. Ironically, they've helped your name travel further than you ever intended. The more they talk about you, the more others grow curious to see who you really are. And when those people witness your strength, your kindness, and your grace, they see the truth for themselves. That is something no rumor can erase. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Even now, they are likely searching for new ways to interfere in your life. They might attempt to show up where you are, to insert themselves into spaces they don't belong. This is not about connection, it's about control. You must recognize this pattern for what it is. Their aim is to disrupt your focus, to plant small seeds of doubt in your mind. They know that if they can't destroy you outright, distracting you is the next best thing. Archangel Michael says, your clarity is your shield now. The more you see through their intentions, the less power they have over you. Keep your eyes forward, your boundaries strong, and your energy guarded. Their envy will only grow more desperate as your life continues to flourish. Instead of stopping, this is your moment to accelerate. Every step you take forward is another reminder that they cannot control your path. Type Amen to get blessing 527. There will come a day very soon when their jealousy reaches its breaking point. They will act impulsively, thinking it will finally put an end to your success. But that action will be the exact moment everything turns against them. The people they once used to back their claims will begin to distance themselves. No one wants to stand beside a sinking ship, and theirs is going down quickly. In the silence that follows, they will be forced to face themselves. You will not need to say a single word when that happens. Your life will already be speaking volumes, and your victories will be impossible to ignore. The contrast between your rise and their fall will be undeniable. When the dust settles, you will still be standing. Not because you fought them with the same weapons they used, but because you refused to play their game. Your strength has always been your refusal to be pulled into their darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 940. They are now running out of strategies, yet their jealousy refuses to let them stop. It's almost as if they are trapped inside their own obsession, unable to think about anything else. Their energy is consumed by trying to keep up with you, but all it's doing is draining their spirit. You, on the other hand, are moving with purpose. Your steps are deliberate, your actions calculated, and your growth is unstoppable. This difference between you and them is widening by the day, and it terrifies them. Every success you have feels like a personal defeat to them. It's not that they want success for themselves, they want you to fail so they can feel superior. This is why their spirit feels heavier each time you win. Their mind has become a dangerous place, filled with constant comparisons and silent rage. What once might have been mild envy has transformed into a deep resentment. And this resentment has made them careless in how they operate. Type Amen to get blessing 288. Soon, they will make a mistake so obvious that even their closest allies will notice. They will speak without thinking, or reveal information they swore they never knew. This slip will be the beginning of their public unraveling. Archangel Michael says, you must remain patient. Do not rush to expose them, their own actions will do that for you. Your role is to protect your peace and watch as their negativity consumes them. When that moment comes, you will feel a sense of release. Not because you wish them harm, but because justice will have arrived naturally. The truth always arrives in time, and when it does, it is undeniable. This is the part where your silence will be your greatest weapon. No arguments, no defenses, just the quiet power of knowing you've already won. They will be left speaking into an empty room, their words carrying no weight. Type Amen to get blessing 674. In the meantime, you must protect your plans more than ever. Do not share details until they are complete and impossible to sabotage. Keep your vision close to your chest and your inner circle small. This person thrives on scraps of information, twisting them into something they can use against you. By starving them of access, you take away their ability to interfere. Their frustration will grow, but it will also weaken them. You will start to notice them avoiding you in public spaces. It's not because they've changed, it's because their attempts have failed so often, they no longer know how to approach you. This avoidance is their quiet admission of defeat. But make no mistake, the jealousy will still be there, lingering in the background. It may never fully disappear from their heart, but it will lose its power over your life. You will have moved so far ahead that they can no longer reach you. Type Amen to get blessing 803. They will try one last desperate attempt to pull you back into their chaos. It might come in the form of false kindness, pretending they have let go of the past. But behind the smiles, their eyes will still search for weakness. You must remember how far you have come and how many storms you have already walked through. Falling for their sudden friendliness would only open the door for old patterns to return. Stay polite, but keep the boundary walls high and unshakable. The truth is, they are not just jealous of what you have, they are jealous of how you carry yourself. Even when life tests you, you do not crumble the way they expect. This quiet strength is something they have never been able to develop within themselves. They will try to imitate your ways, thinking it will earn them the same respect you receive naturally. But respect is not given to those who wear a mask, it is given to those who live in truth. And your truth has been your greatest protection all along. Type Amen to get blessing 522. The days ahead will reveal even more about their true nature. Small events will happen that expose the envy they've tried to hide. Conversations will slip, and their tone will betray them. Those who once sided with them will begin to see their real intentions. They will notice the way this person cannot celebrate anyone's success without turning sour. It will become obvious that their world is built on comparison, not gratitude. Archangel Michael says, this is where your focus matters most. You cannot allow yourself to get distracted by their final struggles. Their journey is their own, and you have bigger blessings to walk into. Your rise is not slowing down, it's accelerating. The more they try to slow you, the faster the universe seems to push you forward. This is why they are spiraling, their every move against you only strengthens your position. Type Amen to get blessing 649. They will eventually have to sit in the silence of their own choices. The relationships they damaged in their quest to undermine you will not easily be repaired. And the reputation they worked so hard to protect will have cracks that cannot be hidden. You, however, will remain untarnished by their actions. Every attempt they made to stain your name will only highlight your resilience. You will stand as proof that no weapon formed from jealousy can prosper against a steady spirit. Soon, you will be so far ahead in your journey that they will no longer be a concern. They will watch from a distance, still holding their bitterness, but powerless to touch your life. That will be their final punishment, to see you win while they remain stuck. This is why you must continue, with confidence and calm. Your story is not ending here, it is only beginning to unfold in greater ways. And the very person who tried to stop you will become a silent witness to your success. Type Amen to get blessing 730.